Against the clock means to do something in a great hurry because there is very little time. I have very little time and I must do something as fast as possible. In a very limited amount of time. The amount of time I have is very small, very limited. I don't have much time. In a race with time. I'm racing to get something done as soon as possible is the meaning of against the clock. Against the clock は日本語で言うと時計と競争でLooking at some examples for against the clock. Number 1, we're racing against the clock to complete this project. The project has a deadline and we must finish the project before this deadline or we lose a lot of money or we can't release the new product or something like that. So we have to finish by this time. Number 2, the emergency services were working against the clock as the tide began to rise. A surfer got his foot stuck under the rock and the tide is rising. So the emergency services are trying to remove his foot from the rock so they can bring him in. So they have very little time as the tide is rising quite quickly. They need to get him out of there and save him. So they're working against the clock. Number 3, doctors worked against the clock to save her life. A lady is in surgery and they're rushing to save her life. They have very little time before she passes away. So they have to fix whatever problem she has as soon as possible. 1番目は日本語で言うとこのプロジェクトを完了するために我々は時間と戦っている。2番目は日本語で言うと後ろが道始めてきたので救急隊は時間とにらめっこで仕事をしていた。3番目は日本語で言うと医者たちは時間と戦いながら彼女の運命を救おうとした。The origin of against the clock is from the mid-1900s. During that time, in some different types of sports competitions, the runners didn't run against each other, but they were running against the clock. Somebody would be timing them as they ran. And this is where against the clock comes from. They're competing against time, not necessarily other contestants, is the origin. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And please make a sentence for against the clock in the comments below, and I'll check that for you. If you like my channel, please subscribe, and see you next time.